Hello guys, welcome back to the ancient lands of Oolacile. In the last episode, we traveled to the Royal Wood, defeated the Sanctuary Guardian in the Sanctuary Garden, and then we traveled to this amazing, huge arena in the ancient lands of Oolacile. In this episode, we'll be traversing the light. Let's go through the foggy door and see what lies beyond. This is the great hero, the Abysswalker, Knight Artorias. And he is but a remnant of his former self, with a broken arm, infused by the darkness, corrupted by what he claimed to defeat. He's here, fighting us, throwing around him all of this gunk. And he's pretty nasty if you look at what he does. And he has pretty cool animations as well. So we have to defeat him to progress through to the abyss. But what happened to Artorias? Why is he fighting us like this? Really interesting. Let's start fighting him instead of just mucking around like this, I guess. Usually just wait for him to do the overhead smash like this and just jump to the side and slash him in the back, I guess. That's one way to fight him. Whoop. Or wait for that one and do the slash. He has pretty good... indications of what his attacks are going to be. Like that one. Just get the flip away from that one and you'll be fine. He's buffing himself up basically. And he'll be quite quick when he does that, so be careful, okay? He's infused with the darkness of the abyss. But the legends claimed he was basically the one who traversed the abyss and became a hero, right? So why has this happened to him? Well, turns out Artorias is but a legend. As many legends are, Artorias wasn't successful in his task. He basically failed. Oh my god, I forgot about the double slash there. And he hits quite hard. Let's try to get our health up once more. He'll do the infusing again. Let's make sure we don't fall to that. Come at me! Ugh. That's too far away. Gotta be careful when he's glowing like that. Oh. But yeah, as you can see, he's also just using his right arm. I assume he would be a lot stronger if he used both his arms with that blade. You might recognize that from the fact that Sif wielded that in a fight against her. Oh. Got some lag there. One more hit should do it. Ah! Artorias down first attempt. That's pretty nice. But yeah, that's the soul of Artorias. So apparently, we were the ones who killed Artorias. Let's take a look at the soul. Soul of Knight Artorias, victim of the abyss. Soul of Lord Gwyn's knight Artorias, who was consumed by the abyss. The legend that Artorias rebelled the abyss only told half of the story. It seems that he was defeated, and his honor preserved by some unsung hero who is the true victor over the abyss. So if you are catching the drift of that soul, apparently we are the Abysswalker. We are Artorias who bested the abyss in the past. But since we are trapped here in the past, I assume our only way to get back to the future is to defeat the abyss that is lurking, which consumed Artorias. So this is the path where we have to go. As you can see, the abyss is seeping from that door over there. And this is the path we came from. Let's go and talk to Chester. By the way, look at this creature right here. Those are basically humans of Oolacile have been twisted by the abyss. Let's see what if Chester has anything to say. I'm not really sure, but let's check it out anyway.
Oh, still alive, are you? Think of anything that you might... Did you really slay Knight Artorias? I'd heard the Abyss found him first, but even still, that's absolutely treacherous. Yes, magnificently so. So long.
So I guess it's about time we became the Abysswalker, the unsung hero of Oolacile. And we need to progress down here, I guess. We have some humanity we could use. I think it's about time we spent that instead of wasting it and having it drop while we're about to die. The next area is quite difficult, and the boss, the final boss of this area is really difficult. Probably the hardest boss in the game. There's some interesting stuff here though. To the right here we can find the Battle of Stoicism Gazebo. And here you can check out basically some PvP stuff. Death matches, you can join death matches, fight one-on-one in the arena, stuff like that, which is kind of cool if you ask me. And down here is the path we're supposed to take, so let's kindle this bonfire right here. You can hear some screams in the background. I think we can warp from this bonfire. Yes, we can. We can warp out of here back to our back to our time. So I guess bonfires are used to traverse time as well. But let's reverse our hollowing and get this one up to plus 20. Because trust me, we're gonna need all the bonfire, fire, Estus flasks we can get. And I'm not going to use summons on in this area. Except for one NPC summon, which you'll see eventually, I think, and that's against the boss. So, but we have there are 2 more bosses in this DLC that we haven't defeated. We have seen both of them already. That's a hint for you guys. Not going to spoil anything else, but yeah, we have. So let's level up our vitality. Finally up at 30. Now we have lots of health there. We're going to need that definitely against the boss of this area. But before we go, let's go back inside here and... Ooh. Anything changed here? I guess not. Not yet. It will eventually though. But let's go upstairs and see if there's anything up here. I think, yeah, this is the place with the cool guy. With the cool guy. Another guy we've heard the legends about. Ooh, is there something over here? Of course there is something over here. By the way, looking at this arena, there are some cool statues as well. And I love the design of this place. This whole DLC is one of the best DLCs ever, in my opinion. Along with the Minerva DLC for Bioshock 1, which is also pretty amazing. If you listen closely, you can hear a sound of a smith in here. However, the door is locked. Guess we need to find the key. Don't jump down here, by the way. That will make you fall to your death for certain. But I wanted to show you that place just now because we'll be going back there later on, and it's super important for what we're about to do with one of the bosses in this area, and possibly the hardest boss of the entire game. Some people claim the hardest boss of this game is the end boss of this DLC. The others claim it is the alternative optional boss of this DLC. Others claim it is Ornstein and Smoke, and well, I'm not really certain. Because they're all kind of difficult. As you can see, looks like an illusory wall, but it isn't, so... Oh. Let's make our way to the bottom here. And the enemies here are... Yeah, they're using dark magic, which is something we haven't seen yet in the game. And there's a lot of discussions, or I guess the Dark Soul. Really what this game is all about is really heavily influencing what is going on here. And remember all the things with Koth and what he was supposed to do with spreading the Dark Soul and the nature of how this world works, and that it's, I guess, nature's way of progressing is that the dark will eventually consume all. So that is apparently what's going on here. The dark is consuming all. But why and how did it begin? Did it just start from nothing? I doubt it, so there must be a reason to why this abyss... I guess we're no longer humans, so I guess we can't be invaded. That's good. Oops. Yeah, be aware of those small, like, pits there. They're kind of annoying, so just be aware where you're going. I guess that's only the only advice I could give you. But yeah, we'll be doing some roof jumping in this township of Oolacile, basically. These enemies don't really pose that much of a threat, to be honest, but they do hit hard, so we gotta be careful. And they drop Titanite shards, which is useful. You can go to this place right after you defeat Ornstein and Smo, so that's how early you can go, because you need to enter the Duke's archives to get the broken pendant from the golem at the start, so that's how early you can do this place. As you can see, there is an elevator here that we haven't unlocked yet, but that's a shortcut for later on. As you can see, you get the entire view here of the entire township down here. That's where we're supposed to go. We're actually supposed to go across this huge way here, and underneath us right now is where we're actually headed. But we're actually supposed to, we can go into these other houses as well. There are some secrets in here, if I remember correctly. And these guys, oh, they are so tough. This guy is having a lot of fun. But yeah, those throw a lot of dark magic, and dark magic saps your energy, or I mean your stamina and your health at the same time, especially when you're blocking it. Oh, hello. Especially when you're blocking it, so you want to be careful. And dark magic was brought back in Dark Souls 2, and it works the same way there, which is interesting. If you're following the theory that Dark Souls 2 is in Lordan, basically, but I'm not really certain if that is entirely true. Okay, so this is the side path that we're going to take for some hidden stuff. Oh. Let's just make sure we don't get hit too much, because I'm gonna need the Estus flasks here if you want to explore some more. So, but there are some cool stuff we need to do here, but we have to jump across, of course, or roll. I would recommend. And there are some hidden illusory walls here, but I can't remember where they are. We need to go down here first, I think. Oh, hello! Oh, that was too close. Sorry about that, mister. I was screaming a lot there, but I hope your ears are okay. I'm gonna go down there eventually. I'm just gonna take a look at this place up here first and see if there is anything. Guess not. This place is pretty dark, by the way, so if you have trouble viewing, or you can jump down there as well. If you have trouble watching this, then up your brightness on the screen, or something like that, or maybe just I should do that, but oh well. Nothing over here, but you can see the guy over there, right? Standing there. Pretty mysterious. Maybe we can take care of that. Oh, another one. That hit me twice. That wasn't supposed to happen. I thought I could block that with my face and then hit him once more and he'll be dead, but I guess not. I guess that's not how you work, Mr. Sorcerer. The Abyss is a fickle thing, as we all know. I also think there is a shortcut you can jump down here somewhere from a roof or something, but I'm not 100% sure on that. We'll find that out eventually, I guess. But for now, let's make our way... Oh, I forgot this guy. Let's make our way down the normal route. Killing these guys does give a lot of souls, though. So, oh. Even though they hit you in, like, their suicide attack, I think this is the place where... No, that's definitely not the place you can jump down. Sorry for that, if that was a little bit misleading. But yeah, you can just go to the side of those shots there, and they won't really do much damage to you, to be honest. You can continue down this route here. That's the path you want to take. But first, we need an item. There's an item back here that I want to get. I think it is back here at least, because it is necessary for what is going on next. This guy, oh, I guess we could parry him, but we should probably just safe this area through though. I want to get my souls back, because that was those 40,000 souls. I want those. I don't want to waste them. Remember this guy right here? Oh. And then we have the other guy in here, and he is not happy. Let's not make the same mistake again. Oh, I guess that was the guy who killed us. Ooh, no wonder I died. Christ. Ooh, sorry for that. outburst there. But yeah, that was the guy who killed us. Whew, rough guy. Tough crowd, huh? But yeah, one chest is open. Two chests is open. Someone had been here before, maybe Artorias. Let's see what's inside this one. The Dark Orb. That's a spell. Ooh, yes, that's a spell. I'm sorry, guys. A lot of things happened while I went away. There was... well, first of all, I got interrupted by a phone call. Went back, started recording, and then the recording software crashed after 40 minutes of recording. So I plowed through the rest of this area pretty nicely, and as you can see, I gained a lot of souls and a lot of items. But I'll go through the entire area again and show you everything I missed, and I missed all the enemies and stuff like that. So in this little chest here, we got a spell. Let's see what that was. That was Dark Orb. Abyss sorcery discovered by an Oolacile sorcerer on the brink of madness. Fire giant dark orbs. In contrast to standard soul sorceries, Abyss sorceries are weighted and inflict physical damage, perhaps human souls, because their humanity produce sorceries with more tangible presence. So dark magic was created here by some sort of, I guess, some sort of caster. And, it deals physical damage because of the human's connection to the souls, I guess, which is really interesting for what's coming up next. I forgot something in this area previously, by the way. Over here you can jump down, and to the left here, this door is closed off, and it will say, "Let there be light." What you want to do here is you want to equip your either your sunlight maggot or your lantern, or cast light spell. This door, illusory door, will open, and inside you'll find an item in this chest. And that item is really interesting, and it is the silver pendant. Now we already have a pendant, and we have the pendant required for us to get here. That's a broken pendant. Powerful magic can be sensed from this ancient stone, yet men of this time can neither manipulate nor sense its power. But this pendant is a silver pendant. Silver pendant engraved with the crest of Artorias, one of the ancient treasures of Anora, presented to Artorias for facing the abyss. Effectively deflects the dark of the abyss, especially in its magic forms. This item you want for the boss of this area, which we'll get to eventually. There are a few paths you can take here. You can jump across this little. Let's jump down here. Ooh, make sure you don't fall down, by the way, and you'll be able to get across. This is what some people might consider a shortcut, because, yeah, well, you'll get across that little bridge there, and that's where we started. It's the bonfire's up there, so not really that much of a shortcut, but I guess it's a way for us to catch up back where we are. So that's the one item I got. That's really important for you to get, so get that one, because it's super, super useful. Oh, by the way, this guy to the left here ambushing you, while we also get hit by this spell. But you can use this spell against these guys. When you use it like this, you see it deflects shadow magic like that. So you want to use that against those dark casters, and also potentially against maybe the boss of this area also uses that sort of magic. We'll see eventually. I also changed up my equipment a bit. I put on the Ring of Favor and Protection. You remember the ring we got from defeating Lautrec of Karim. This one we can't remove, however, so we need to keep it on, but increased our health by a lot of health, and our stamina as well, so I guess that was super, super nice of us to do. We should have done that earlier, to be honest, and it also increases our equipment load, so we'll be able to wear our full armor as well. In here, there is some sort of room filled with corruption, I guess, so we need to clear this out. There was some loot on this guy. I can't remember what it was. It was some sort of brave soul, I think. Oh, another guy here jumping from the roof. And down here we'll find some more enemies. Lots of these red-eyed guys from the depths. Oh, and one caster behind here, so you want to be aware of this guy. He creates some sort of poison cloud as well, so be aware of that in case you get poisoned, as you can see. You want to clear out this area here. There's also a caster up on that ledge there. I didn't really get up there previously, but you can get up there, I think, and cut that guy who's hanging from above down. Oh, didn't notice that guy. Come on. There we go. So you can clear those guys out if you want to, or you can go up here, because there is an important item we want up here. Super important, by the way, guys. So you have to do this if you want to challenge the optional boss of the area. Come after me, brother. There we go. Oh, that was a quick cut. As you can see, the entire Oolacile township. That's up where we started, by the way, up there. So we made our way across all of this and down into this building. Really nicely designed place. I love this DLC. So here you can either continue back there and jump down to the start, or you can roll down or jump down to the left here. This is where you want to go. And there's an enemy here. Yeah, there is. Oh. And right here you'll find an item. You find a key, which is super important. You get this crest key, the bent crest key. The grooves of the crest are enchanted, the door sealed with a powerful spell. And remember previously in the episode, after we defeated Artorias, we found a locked door with some noise behind it, so... yeah, that door leads to that place. You can go down here, by the way. That's the place I missed previously. And there's a ladder there. Oh, by the way, behind us now, there will be a caster, so we gotta... There we go. And this is the path I was looking for previously. You can... Oh, I guess we cut the rope. There's the corpse down there, so... We should probably go down and get that loot there that I didn't get. I didn't get that in the previous attempt, so didn't see the ladder here. It was extremely well hidden, I guess. Here you can jump down. There is, not sure if there was some loot up here, but at least there is a humanity if you walk all the way across this rooftop. And back here there is a twin humanity on that corpse there. And from here you need to jump down. Be careful not to fall down here, by the way. Fall down on this one first and then onto the ground. Make sure you don't fall on the side of the lead edges, I guess. So here we have the remaining guys at the fireplace. Oh. Come here. Come here. There we go. And this corpse has another spell, Dark Fog, which is probably the poison cloud spell that they are using. Let's see what this one does. Dark Fog. Although Dark Fog is in theory relatively close to humanity, it also happens to be a terrible poison for humans. Perhaps it reflects man's cruelty against his own. I guess FromSoft is really onto their social commentary there. But down here you'll find something really useful. In here, recognize this light here, you'll find a shortcut, and this shortcut, really nice one. You push this button and there will be a monster up there, so you have to fight him, I think, or maybe that's the next one. Either way, we take this elevator back up and voila, we are back at the bonfire, or almost at least. The bonfire is up here, so if you want to, you can just rest up and feel jiffy and well, I guess. So let's level up, by the way. I level up my vitality to 30 and I got my endurance to 30 as well, so I think it's about time we got our dexterity up to 50, I guess. Well, does it increase damage? No, it doesn't increase damage. Why am I doing this then? Maybe our strength? Yeah, strength increases damage. Yeah, it does have strength scaling, I guess. We could get 15 strength. I'm getting 15 strength and then getting some more attunement next, I think, or some vitality. We're pretty high leveled already, so it's going to be quite easy to take on a lot of stuff here. So if you want to go down there now, it's pretty easy. You just kill these four here, and drop the large item. These guys dropped this another item, by the way. They dropped the another head item. Let's see, the bloated head. The head of an Oolacile resident whose humanity went wild after being devoured by Dark of Manus, father of the Abyss. The bloated head is fissured, the cracks lined with innumerable tiny red eyeballs. With a hard outside and mucus filled inside, no sane person could ever wear it. So, devoured by the Dark of Manus, father of the Abyss. Just notice that Dark is in capital, by the way, so it's capitalized Dark. And Father Manus, father of the Abyss, huh? So Manus is the father of the Abyss. So is he the guy who has been spreading this? Apparently he is. We're about to get into some of the more interesting areas of the entire game. Be sure to kill these guys on each side here, by the way, because they are lying in ambush for you. So you want to do that, while also being aware that those... Ooh, there are 2 casters up here, so you want to make your way across here without dying. Oh. So use those pillars here for your advantage, I guess. Gotta use 2 Estus Flasks now to heal up. That's pretty nice. So, oh, these guys hit for a lot of damage. So you maybe want to use the silver pendants here. There we go. Cut them down when they start laughing at you or hitting you. So this place is pretty much the same. This place is freaking amazing, by the way. Look at these statues here, holding the. Do we have that item there with us? I guess we don't. The one that the dusk has, the wand. Yeah, look at this place, freaking amazing. This is directly underneath the arena, I think. And on the other side, there is this monster here. Looks pretty terrifying. You can fight him if you want to. Looks like something who has been properly destroyed by the abyss here. And down here, there is another elevator. Let's not get hit by this guy while we're waiting for the elevator, by the way. So, just gonna dodge away at that guy. And there we have it. Oh, let's go on this one, and we'll go down further. All the way down into the abyss. And this place is really riveting and dark, and only the bonfire remains. So I find it useful to put on the sunlight maggot in this area. Ooh, there's a bonfire ahead. Let's rest here. Ooh. So look at these chains and all of this darkness. This doesn't seem like Oolacile at all. Seems like some sort of abyss, right guys? Well, it is. The darkness is seeping from here. So this must be the source of the corruption. And it is. It's really a really cool place. I love this area here. This is the chasm of the abyss. And this is live commentary, guys. I just went back to do this, go through all of this again. 40 minutes of recording, by the way. Some enemies over here, still lurking in the darkness. Crikey! What was that all about? Ah, that was painful. But oh well. Ah, Christ. Well, over there is an item, and there is a spell actually, and that's the Dark Bead. In contrast to standard soul sorceries, abyss sorceries are weighted and inflict physical damage, so it's pretty much the same description as the Dark Orb. But yeah, you get that spell back there among those enemies. And I actually didn't die in this place in the previous time I went through here, so that's the first. I was in human form the entire time as well. Didn't get invaded. Come on! Ugh. These casters are the only ones that are really... Not even gonna comment on that one. Oh well. Whew. I guess my recordings go way better when they don't record at all. So, yeah, that's great. I hope this one's still on. Yeah, it's still on. I'm not recording to like a black screen, even though the screen is quite black at this point. So to find the correct path here, you want to follow those markers down. There, you've seen those in the Tomb of Giants as well. And there are a couple here as well. Oh, over here, I think there was an item. No, not there. It's further down. You get a very interesting spell, and see down here in the chasm. Those are fairly similar to these items that we've had the entire time. Humanity. This black sprite is called humanity, but little is known about its true nature. If the soul is the source of all life, then what distinguishes the humanity we hold within ourselves? So is the dark source of all life? From the dark they came. Really interesting. Oh! That really messed up the drama there. Christ, gotta watch my step there. Well, I find it... I became really distracted there because I yeah, I think about this this area here because, well, it's one of the better areas of the game in my opinion. Not because of what is here. I mean, it's all dark and it doesn't look really impressive. But the fact that there is humanity down in the darkness there in the abyss really puts something on your mind there. You can drop down here on the ledge there if you want to. Or you can keep continuing. By the way, over here, that's where I fell down, so... Oh. I think I followed this path previously, and then I walked over here, and there is like a hidden path down here you can fall down. And you'll see a character there when you play through this game on your own. You'll see the cat we met back in Darkwood Garden, the Alvina. And she'll lead you like an illusory pathway over here. And you'll see some humanity here. They burn if you hit them, by the way, so don't even touch them because they will hurt you a lot. And she'll lead you across this path. If you want to go further down, you can go through this path down here. But she will lead you over here to this one and to this area. And if you go in here, there is just a wall here, but you can hit this with your weapon and it will open an illusory door. And over here, and this was really terrible for me because this scene is pretty amazing. But here you'll find the Great Wolf Sif captured by the humanities down here, which is interesting in itself, but which means that Artorias made it down here all the way back down here. And when you kill the humanity and you talk to Sif, he will return to he'll disappear basically, and he'll one of the humanities will drop a weapon, or a shield rather. He'll drop the cleansing great shield. The steel great shield used by Knight Artorias, who succumbed to the abyss. The Artorias, deeply scarred by the abyss, used this to form a barrier to protect his compatriot Sif. Although this drained the shield, its magic's defense still remains high. As you can see, 80, 80, 80, 70. So, 77 stability. So, remember Artorias, whom we fought earlier in the episode, his left arm was broken. And I think that was because he defended Sif with his shield, and the shield and his arm broke basically. So we rescued Sif here, and if you go back now and fight Sif, because you can do this before you fight the four kings and traverse the abyss, and you don't need to kill Sif before you go fight the four kings basically. So you could rescue Sif here, and if you go back and fight Sif in our time, then Sif will recognize you, but since he loved his master so much, he will still fight for Artorias against us. So pretty heartbreaking. But I decided, I considered getting that scene, but I decided on not doing that. So that's next to this path here. And remember these lights, they indicate another one of these elevators here. And this one leads to a place we've been before. I'll just take it up to show you. But yeah, so Sif will fight us, even though we helped him here. But yeah, there is another. I decided on not getting that one because I wanted to take care of the four kings before I placed the Lord vessel. Basically, because I wanted to talk to Koth and get his side of the story before I went here, because Koth is really, really important for this part of the story. What I could have done is I could have rescued Sif here, gone and killed Sif in our time, and then took the four kings on, talked to Koth, go back here. But I thought that would take a lot more time, I guess, than what we really can afford. But yeah, as you saw, that was up there was the Colosseum, so we are approximately directly below the Colosseum now, which is interesting. I love the level layout of this place. And those are big humanities. You can farm those for humanities, by the way, if you need them. So that's pretty nice. Put on some item discovery stuff and kill them, and then you'll get lots of loot. I think up here, or was it down here? Well, you're supposed to go down here, of course. And you'll also find another spell down here, which is a pyromancer spell. I can talk about that a little. Ooh. When I'm taking care of these big guys. These bigger guys, huh? Not really useful using the jump cut there, because it will make us jump right into them, taking a lot of damage. So this one dropped twin humanity, which is interesting because We only killed one of them, but oh well. I think it's over here that we got the item. To the right here, maybe? We got this item right here, pyromancy spell, with a little interesting flavor text. Let's see. Pyromancy discovered from the dark of the abyss. From the dark of the abyss by a pyromancer who wandered into Oolacile. Conjure a dark, great black flame in one's palm. Black flames are weighty and inflict physical damage enough to smack away the mightiest of shields. So, yeah, pyromancy from a pyromancer wandered into the township of Oolacile. Interesting, interesting. We found that on the corpse here, so apparently this pyromancer died here. And this pyromancer might be Solomon, the master of the pyromancer in our current timeline, but I guess he was a little younger than that, because that was about 200 years ago or something like that, according to the timeline, I think. So it might not have been him. It might have been one of the pyromancer sisters. They are pretty old, like thousands of years old, or hundreds of years old, I guess. The Witch of Izalith, Bed of Chaos thing happened 1,000 years ago, I think, because I guess Quilana references the 1,000 years of torment, as that have been enough. So this is the correct path we're going to take. We took a little shortcut there, and down here is the path we're going to take. Ooh, yeah. So Koth, I mentioned Koth. I wanted to see Koth's story because he talked a lot about the Dark Soul, and the Dark Soul, people theorize that it is all humanities are shattered fragments from the Dark Soul, and that Dark Soul was found by the furtive pygmy. That we have all the Lord Souls here, and we also have the Dark Soul, which is interesting. Down here underneath you'll find some sort of item, a brave soul or something like that. And in here you can see, this is how far I progressed previously, by the way. This is the wall of light. And down here to the right there is an item. Past, I think there are two humanities down here. And this item is also really interesting to find in such a location like this. Down here on this corpse we find the crystal ember. Ember acquired for weapon ascension. No, not the crystal ember. What am I talking about? We found the white titanite slab. +10 reinforced divine weapon. Or +5 reinforced occult weapon, which is interesting that the occult and divine weapons get their energy from the same source, basically. White titanite slab for weapon reinforcement. Legendary slabs were the domain of the gods. Legendary slabs are the heirlooms of a nameless blacksmith deity who forged the weapons of other gods. Weapons forged with this slab becomes rare legendary weapons, which is interesting. This close to the abyss, we find this slab. Also down here at the bottom there is a another item over here, and that was a soul, I think, discovered this close to the wall of light. And if you stare down into the abyss will stare right back at you. Down there. Oh yes, you can see it in the darkness. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Let us traverse the abyss together.